Hello and welcome back to Death for All, and we are going to be seeing what exactly happens after the siege, because they're actually going to be, I assume at least, they're going to be losing at least 2 to 3 vassals after this battle. If they don't, then that's extremely lucky, but I am basically waiting outside here with Calador. Oh! He's going in? Why is he going in? I don't know why he's going in, but I'm going to let him do that, I guess. I'm not... Is he going to be okay? I hope... Oh, wow, okay. I don't even know. Let's have a look at... Okay, never mind, okay. Okay, he actually did win, which is surprising, to be honest. I was kind of thinking that he'd die as a result of this, but no. We did have an Empire vassal actually die. Okay. Well, they managed to save Remtoil Castle. Not entirely sure if that was worth it. Was that worth it? I guess it was. I mean, they eliminated one of the enemies, so I guess that's kind of good. Anyway, we're going to be getting aid corps here. Wounded troops in your party are no longer paid wages. I think that's hilariously unfair, but...
Forgive me.
It's in the game, so might as well take advantage of it, right? Anyway, we're going to go in against Minavina, and we'll see if we can eliminate her. Obviously, as I said before, I'm trying as hard as possible to get as maxed out as I can in terms of medicine skill. That's the thing that we need to try to maximize as much as possible so that we can then spec out of Doctor's Oath, and then we can actually start doing some massive damage to the opponent's numbers. Just by getting into small skirmishes like this one, we can actually have some pretty crazy situations occur, because we're going to have, well, as you know, we're going to have a significant depletion of the enemy's forces, and we're then hopefully going to have a really nice time. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're just going to put these guys around about here. I'm going to make sure that they're all in the decent enough spot, and we do have a handful of cavalry, nothing too spectacular, so I will just be placing them randomly around here. Yeah, I'm pretty sure she's not going to do anything, so I'm just going to speed this up a little bit. And then we are going to... Oh yeah, here we go. Alright, so this is definitely... Okay, I have way too many archers. I need to get more, need to get more skirmishers, I think. That's probably going to be... Well, do I need them? Do I need more skirmishers? As you can see, we're absolutely murdering everything inside right now, which is very nice. Unfortunately, this guy, he decided to block me, which is kind of unfortunate. Well, never mind. I guess that is to be expected. We can do a little bit of damage here and there. The enemy is getting absolutely slaughtered with our thrown weapons as well. For some reason, I'm experiencing quite a lot of frame rate problem right now. I'm not entirely sure why. Kind of weird. Usually I don't get that, so kind of strange. I don't know. Anyway, we can... Oh, nice hit. She's alive, though. She's alive because I believe I didn't do enough damage. You know, that was a 32 damage hit. That is not enough to be able to inflict a fatal wound, in my opinion at least. But obviously, it could also be the fact that we have Doctor's Oath and our medicine skill is actually going towards keeping her alive. So, obviously, as I said, that is indeed a bit of an issue at the moment, but I don't really mind that too much because it is actually going to be very much one of those situations where, actually, if we were to go up against and kill every single person, every single vassal that we actually fight, it might deplete things a bit too fast, if you know what I mean. So, it might not be particularly good for us to actually kill every single person, because otherwise... Well, actually, that might be kind of fun, but let's just see what happens. I'm going to stick with the plan for the moment. As you can see, we are getting a little bit of charm skill there. I would like to get to 275 in charm skill. Lagator has been taken. Look at that. Lagator has been taken. Whoa. Okay, so Caladog is on a mighty tear right now. He's doing a fantastic job. And let's actually see what happens here, because I'm actually wondering what is going to go down. For some reason, getting a lag spike there as well. Okay, so... Oh, wait a minute. Is he... He's going crazy right now. He's going absolutely crazy. You know what? I really don't particularly want to go into a siege myself at the moment, because I have a bad feeling we're probably gonna... Oh, hello. Oh, okay. What is this guy doing? What is he doing? He's literally just running into me right now. That is hilarious. Okay, I'll go for an auto-resolve here. just because I want to level up my medicine. As you can see, my medicine skill leveled up so dramatically. And we can get a handful of people, nothing too dramatic. I don't want to take all of these, obviously. And we are just going to... Oh, there we go. Slightly better gloves for us, not too bad. Just going to continue taking as many of these people as possible. Oh, hello. Oh, hello, hello. Okay, Desporion, leave me alone, Desporion. Okay, he's actually leaving me now, thank you. Okay, that was a little bit harsh, potentially. Aha, the Nords are now declaring war against us. Okay, okay. Yeah, now this is going to be a bit of a problem for Mr. Caladog. I think he might have gotten a bit too big for his boots, potentially. He might have had a situation where he's now thinking that he was on top of the world, but now he's looking to be a bit outnumbered here. I do need to kind of get in there. He's running from me. I don't know why. Okay. Interesting. I mean, yeah, he should be running from me, but the problem is... Oh, okay, they've gone in. Okay, the question is, do I want to... Oh, no, I don't really want to fight all of these, if I'm honest. Okay, what about just these two? Do you think I can handle just two of them? It's highly unlikely, right? Do they have only recruits? They have only recruits. Let's go for it. Okay, this is going to be really, really harsh. I might even die here, to be honest. But we do have a spouse, obviously. We do have a spouse. And we do have 2 children. Obviously, I don't get the opportunity to take over as the children, of course. But yeah, you can see here that we do have a pretty high chance of being able to eliminate enemies because of our combat strength being so overwhelmingly good. It is snowing, though. Snow is not good for arrows, as far as I remember. So, not a terribly big fan of this. But we can kind of hope that they're going to be a bit aggressive, potentially. Okay, I'm just going to speed things up a little bit. Yeah, okay. We're going to have to maybe do something ourselves here. Going to tell our cavalry to follow me here for the moment. I'm not actually going to do anything super, super risky in this one because I want to make sure we live. Just a little bit. I'm not going to stay at the back of the battlefield, obviously, because that's just, you know, that's just boring. But I am indeed going to be a bit more careful about things. Haha. Every single time I say this, I always end up charging in, don't I? Yes. Probably not the best idea. Let me just see what we can do here. Maybe we can start to get a couple of snipes. It's unlikely. Let's see. Oh, there's a river. Oh, okay. I did not even realize that. Okay, that's kind of interesting. Maybe we can make something happen with this. Maybe we can start to move our forces a little bit closer. Okay, yeah. These guys are obviously going to be doing some pretty hefty throwing because they do have throwing weapons. So we might have to be a bit careful of that. Okay, here we go. Okay, so our archers are now going to start sniping. Yeah, that's all I can really ask for, to be honest. And I think that's all we really need. I just kind of need to... I think we need to just put our guys over there. Let's get our horse archer to auto-delegate. I believe that's our companion, to be honest. I think that's our companion there. He's our only horse archer, I believe. And we should... Yeah, I don't really want to move forward. That's the thing. I don't really want to move forward right now because if we do, we're going to probably be out of position. And that's going to be kind of harsh. But at the moment, we have a very selective killing box. And we're not really in a situation where we're going to get completely surrounded or overwhelmed or anything like that. So I think we should be okay here. Let's just actually speed things up a little bit. Just a small amount. Yeah, no, we're absolutely destroying these guys. Okay, now we're going to tell these guys to charge in. And we are just going to be getting ourselves stuck in here. Ooh, okay, never mind. Okay, I was actually thinking to myself that I'd be able to hit that guy, but apparently not. Let's tell these fellows to charge in. Okay, this is a little bit problematic. Hello. Oh, no. Oh, dear. Yeah, there's kind of a bit harsh, to be honest. Kind of a bit harsh. We are inflicting a little bit of damage, but unfortunately the enemy was... kind of shockingly dangerous. I think if they had charged us at the very beginning, I think they probably would have had a pretty decent shot of winning this. But as it stands right now, they obviously are not any further. Because, well, clearly they don't really have anything for us here. So I'm just going to tell everyone to charge. They are most likely going to all end up retreating, which is obviously fine with me. Let's just try and get a couple of kills with my one-handed here. because I have the ability to do so. Wow, this axe. This axe is actually pretty nice. Unfortunately, I'm just getting shot all the time here, just because I'm the only target in the area. Thank you. And I was kind of hoping to get to 100, but yeah, as you can see right here, me just basically even trying to swing once gets focused, because these guys are just like, yes, that's the leader right there. Kill him. Yes, and that's obviously what they're doing. Anyway, that is indeed a victory for us right there. Very nice. And we did end up losing only 7 people. And Achios died! Look at that! Achios died on the field. That's actually perfect for us. That is actually really, really good for us, surprisingly enough. Yeah, we're going to just let her go. Obviously, we're just going to do that. And did you see how many people there actually are available to take prisoner? Most of these people would not even be available with Doctor's Oath not being spacked. So it really makes a huge difference. It really does. It's actually insane. Let's go for this. Go for one of those. Get some of these. There we go. Wonderful. And maybe, just maybe, yeah, I think we're probably going to try... see if we can maybe go to... I think Lagata, obviously. Lagata's just been taken, so I think that might make sense. I'm trying to help Caladog as much as possible here. I'm not sure if I can... Oh, we made peace with them. Okay, wow, that's actually extremely... How did he make peace? How did he make peace while he was in battle? I don't know, but there you go. Okay. That's interesting. Okay, so let's actually just take a quick look at the diplomacy here and actually see what's happening with the Western Empire. They're actually paying us. Okay, so they're actually paying us. Interesting. Definitely wouldn't have expected that, but I guess because they just lost a vassal, an additional vassal, that may have contributed to that. So yeah, otherwise we're just going to do this. Nice, 17,000, 24,000, 31,000. Very, very nice indeed. Let's see if we can actually get some better helmet. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. I'm not going to do that. That's way too expensive for such a small amount of gain, unfortunately. I have a feeling we're probably going to be getting something so much better anyway. So I don't think we really need to worry about it too much. Is there a Manavlion here, though? No, there isn't. Okay, that's kind of unfortunate. Would have been nice. I actually really, really like using that weapon. So, yeah, that would have been really, really cool. Anyway, I will just get rid of these hogs. And some of these guys. There we go. Get rid of that. There we are. Wonderful. Okay. So there is a tournament going on here. I don't know whether I really want to do any more tournaments. Wind's Fury. No, I'm not a terribly big fan of that. I do want to try and recruit some more troops. So I will go over here. I think I have too many archers, to be honest. I think I have too many archers. So what I'm going to do is I'm very specifically just going to go to other villages and things like that, and we're just going to get some random troops. If we do get some infantry from these recruits, then that's, I guess, fine. I'm not a big fan of the battanian infantry, to be honest. I mean, it's much better generally to go for, in my opinion at least, go for skirmishers, and then also obviously go for battanian fiat champions because they're just way too good. But yeah, the Oathsworn, I mean, they're fine. They're fine. They're not amazing, but they're fine. Anyway, Osterkon is up for grabs. I'm thinking this one is probably going to be the way to go. We're probably going to have to head over there and see what we can do. We also have Pelisor reaching age 5. This is amazing. Let's get some endurance and athletics with him, and then we can also get some riding skill, one-handed. Let's go with one-handed, I guess. Sounds pretty cool. And we'll go and see what's actually happening at Osterkon because... hello there. Hello there, GG. Yes, there's Murin once again. Okay, that's quite funny. Yeah, so otherwise... Ooh. Okay, we are in a position where we can actually do some damage. Yeah, we've got a lot of Battanian Fian champions, but... just remember this. Okay? Just remember this. The Nords are very good at what they do. They have extreme amounts of defense, and it's very, very difficult for us to make that work. Okay, come on, Corain. Come on, Corain. We need you to come in here. Are you coming in? She's not coming in for some reason. Why is she not coming in? Okay, that is absolutely stupid. That is probably one of the most stupid things I've ever seen. Well, actually... I'm obviously over-exaggerating, but I'm a bit irritated by that, because if she had just gone straight in, she could see that I'm right here. If she'd gone straight in, then we would have had a... Oh, no, never mind. She is actually joining us. Okay, never mind. Okay. Why? How did that happen? How did she actually teleport from here over to here? I don't know. But whatever the case, it's fine. She is actually helping us now. Let's just see what these compositions are like. Yeah. As I suspected, these guys are actually going to be really dangerous, and we're going to need to play almost flawlessly to not die here, in my opinion. I feel like we're going to have a huge problem with this. We may, in fact, lose over half of our army, I feel. But, again, let's just try to remember that I have 140 troops. So if we see 130 of them dead, you know that we're probably going to be on the losing side. So let's be a little bit aware of that, so that if we do need to, we might be able to retreat. I would rather have a retreat. I'd rather get captured than have my character get killed, right? That's what we want. We want to try to make sure that he lives for as long as possible. Okay, let's see what I can do here. Nice. Okay, good damage. Maybe we can... Yes, nice. All right, that's what I like to see. Maybe we can do a little bit more here. No, never mind. Yeah, no, never mind. Okay. What do we have here? What's this? What do we have? Oh, we got a couple of people trying to do some damage. Not a big fan of that. Yeah, I mean, my archers are in a pretty decent spot right now. We kind of need to go here. Let's go there, and there. Okay. Oh, actually, these are not even mine. Are they? Are these mine? I don't think so, right? Oh, no, I think they are, actually. Oh, okay. Well, I hope the allied AI actually helps us a little bit, because otherwise we're going to be in a bad spot. Yeah, no. These are my people. These are my people, so this is going to be interesting. I'm not sure if we're going to have the ability to win this as it stands. Ow. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's not particularly good. You know what? You know what I'm going to do? Yeah, I'm going to actually move all the way back here. Because what's happening right now is they are literally selling us out. They are literally selling us out, and they're actually having a very... What is actually going on here? Am I losing... Why? Why am I losing so many people? I didn't tell them to charge in or anything. Okay, that's kind of insane. But yeah, this is exactly what I was worried about. And the exact reason why I don't like fighting with any of the allied AI. Because this is exactly what happens. Almost every single time, we just have this stupidity running through the entirety of the battle. And yeah, we're going to move these guys like so, move these fellows like this, and we're just going to get ready to hopefully win this. Because obviously our battanian Fian champions are now in a very good spot. But generally, I never really want to let the AI, or should we say the enemy AI, dictate the flow of battle. Actually, you know what? That kind of makes sense for both. We don't really want to let the AI full stop do anything like that, because dictating the flow for them usually means suffering massive amounts of casualties, and I'd prefer not to have that happen, so that's kind of the point. Anyway, well, I guess we'll see what we can do. Maybe we're going to start to, you know, regain some momentum here. Maybe. It seems relatively unlikely at the moment. Let's tell our guys to charge in here. Oh, these guys are actually enemies. What? I didn't even realize that for the moment. Okay, I might actually die here. Let's be very careful, though. Yeah, this is really bad. Let's put my guys over there. This is not good. Yeah, this is not good at all. We might be okay. I'm very worried at the moment, actually. This guy got chosen. Do need to eliminate that. Thank you very much. Okay, no. I think we're going to be fine. I think we're going to be fine just purely because of our Battanian Fian champions, I'm pretty sure. Or not. They only killed 37. What? What is actually killing everything right now? What is actually killing everything? Because our Battanian Skipari, we lost quite a few of those. I don't really see who's actually getting the most kills. Battanian Horsemen and Mounted Skirmishers are doing okay from one of our allies. Wow, I'm actually surprised. Okay. Kind of weird what's going on here, but yeah, the enemy only has a small amount of people. Yeah, Vlandian Norta, they were the people that inflicted the most damage on us. In other words, the crossbowmen that are very, very good at ocean combat for the Vlandians, they're the ones that did the most damage to us. And I gotta say, that isn't really surprising. I have recommended using those in the past because they are in fact extremely, extremely dangerous, and especially if you have a rather significant amount of them, they will just bombard you to death. They are very, very good at that. So yeah, that's it. There you go. There's the victory for us. I'm actually surprised that we took so many casualties, but I guess I really should be kind of a bit more aware that when we go into a battle with some of our friends, we need to throw them under the bus. That's actually what we need to do. We need to throw them under the bus immediately, because otherwise we're going to have situations like this happen where they basically just wait at the beginning of the battlefield and they don't do anything. They don't do anything to help you. So yeah, that's the main problem there. But it's okay, because we're fine, you know, we're okay, and we can actually just recruit a couple of these people. Do we want anything more? I guess, kind of. Not really, I guess. Yeah, well, oh, we can get some Nordhaskals. That's nice. I like that. Let's get some Sturgian Horse Raiders. I'm not going to take the Veteran Bowmen. I'm not a big fan of Sturgian Bowmen, if I'm honest. We'll take some Vlandian Norta while we can. We can take... Ooh, we can actually take quite a few others. The question is, do we want these? I guess we kind of do. Why not? So, let's do it. And then we can get some of those. I am actually going to be taking all of these just to increase my prisoner capacity. Hopefully that will actually increase my prisoner capacity just a small amount. And hopefully we're going to be able to regenerate ourselves relatively quickly as soon as we get back on the world map, because otherwise we're going to lose way too many of our people, and we don't really want that. Okay, actually pretty nice spear. Pretty nice spear, but the handling is not very good. As I've said, I'm not a big fan of longer polearms because it does make the handling extremely low. Shall we try it out? Let's try it out. Why not? Seems like it's one of the new spears, so that's kind of fun. But we did save Aradwia's life, so I'm assuming he's going to be really, really happy with us right now. And hopefully he's not going to run into some random fight and get himself killed. I don't think he is. Doesn't seem like it, at least. My medicine skills still leveling up very, very nicely. And we did actually level up, so what are we going to go for? Well, that's the question, isn't it? Okay, well, do we want Famous Commander? Do we actually want Famous Commander? I'm not sure, because this only gives us plus 50% renown gain from battles. I don't think we really need that. I think being able to convert prisoners just that much faster, I think that's actually kind of more useful. I know that sounds really, really weird, but I think that is actually true. So I think we're probably going to take that. And then we'll see what we can do here. Yeah, we're going to do Hard Knock, obviously. Plus 3 hit points to infantry. That's obviously way too good. And then we'll go for Physician of People. Or, yeah, Physician of People is just the only really good thing to go for there. We could go for Leadership, or we could go for Polearms, or One-Handed, or... Riding skill. Yeah, riding skill looks to be the play here, even though I'm not a big fan of that. Yeah, let's do it. Why not? Okay. Yeah, so now we can go into Rovolt, and we can actually sell a huge amount. I'm assuming I have... Yeah, we do have some pretty nice things that we can sell here, as you can see. Look at that. Nice, nice, nice. I'm just going to sell the lance that we were using beforehand. I'm going to just double down on this one. Maybe it's actually going to be good. And if it sucks, well, it sucks, you know. Then I'll just try and see if I can maybe exchange it for something in the future. Let's see if... actually, wait a minute. Let me have a look and see if there's something really, really good here. No, there doesn't seem to be anything amazing. I mean, yeah, Bardiche is obviously really nice and fun to use, but it's extremely slow. So I'm not a terribly big fan of it at the moment. Yeah, no, there isn't anything available here either. I haven't really leveled my thrown weapon skill or anything either, so that's kind of bad. But yeah, anyway... As you can see, we're almost at Clan Tier 4. Once we get to Clan Tier 4, we'll be able to get another workshop, and I'll maybe be able to get one in Rovolt, or maybe I can go to Oxhall and get one. I'm actually not entirely sure, but one of those would be kind of nice. Actually, you know what? Let me go into Rovolt itself, and we're just going to donate some troops to the garrison, because I don't really want any of these other fellows right here, if I'm honest. I don't really want these Sea Raiders... the battanian volunteers can stay with me, I guess, but these militia and so on and so forth, these guys can all just go. These guys, Clan Warrior, not a big fan. Trained Warrior, not a big fan. The Falksmen are actually okay, so I think we'll probably leave them. Battanian Scouts, I guess we could kind of leave them as well. I'm not a big fan, but we'll try them out. We have 51 Battanian Fian Champions, and yet they didn't really do that much. It felt kind of bad, actually. It felt kind of bad for, you know, considering we had so many of them, but I guess it just goes to show that sometimes crossbowmen are just so much better than regular bowmen. I don't know. Maybe that's just how it is. Anyway, we'll just take these, even though there are more crossbowmen there. Take these, and there we go. We're back up to full strength, or shall we say, a little bit up to full strength. Not that much. Okay, so Steward skill almost 175. Let's see if we can find some more Nords. They're going to be around here somewhere. And we did get something here. Okay, do we want Gourmet or do we want Sound Reserves? None of this actually helps me that much. I'm thinking Gourmet is going to be the best though, because that does give me more morale bonus. And giving me double the morale bonus is really quite good in certain situations. I'm not actually going to get involved in the siege just yet. There are only 400 troops. Why are there only 400 troops in this particular siege? That's kind of weird. Should I go into the siege? I feel like I shouldn't do that. Oh, you know what? Actually, let's go into the siege, because that's going to get me some engineering skill, and I think that's kind of useful. Look at this. Look at this. Massive amounts of engineering skill immediately. Very, very nice. Okay, what do we have here? Oh, no, bloody flux. Oh, dearie me. Oh, this is not something that I wanted to have happen, but yeah, we'll probably... 10% of our troops? No. We'll probably do something like this one. Well, 2 died, of course. What do you bet? What do you bet they were Battanian Fian Champions? Almost 100% certain on that, right? Okay, so we did actually get siege towers, and some battering rams. I'm not a big fan of actually going in here, so I'm actually going to leave. And I'm just going to let him do it, because I personally would just like to level up my engineering skill by just leeching a little bit of experience here and there whenever we do a siege, or whenever we see them do a siege. That's what I'm going to do. As you can see, we have now taken massive amounts of Nords prisoner, hilariously enough. What? Wow. These guys are going to be making peace with us so extremely fast. It's going to be a record, you know? It's going to be a record-breaking speed that they're going to do that. Ooh, we've got some nice stuff right here. Okay, wait a minute. Let me see here. I've got way too much space, I think. I think I should probably just do this. Yeah, I think that's probably going to be it. Let's take a look at what we can buy. Yeah, nothing amazing. What about some banners? Do we have any banners? No, we have no banners. Okay. That's fine. That's okay. Yeah, but Osterkin's now been taken very, very easily, in fact. And I should probably become a vassal. What do you think? I should probably become a vassal, because at the moment, that feels to me like probably one of the biggest steps we could take. And I'm not sure if... I mean, yeah, the mercenary wages are obviously doing fantastically. They're really, really nice. But I'm not sure if that's really worth us declining potentially getting our hands on a fief or two. You know, because if we get our hands on a... town, like a fully fledged town, we are going to have a great time. Oh dear. Oh no, are you serious? Rebels? Oh no, that's terrible. That's probably one of the worst things that could have happened right there. The rebels in Osterkin have now risen up. I suppose that might have been the reason why it was so easy for us to capture that, because the Nords had loyalty issues. They had loyalty issues. So yeah, we actually just killed that guy just there that we were just in battle with, so that's very nice. And maybe, just maybe, maybe we can do something else. I'd like to continue leveling up my medicine skill if at all possible. I'm not sure. You know what? Considering all those... wait a minute. I was going to say, considering all those... Oh, he got taken prisoner by Sea Raiders. That's hilarious. But yeah, considering all those Nords have just been released, I think what we could probably do is we might be able to prey upon them on the ocean waves. I haven't really done any kind of ocean-based gameplay yet, because I wasn't really planning on it, but because this is a coastal town, it kind of makes sense, don't you think? Oh dear. Okay, so this is another one of these crazy Nord vassals. I gotta say, I actually feel like the Nords are probably some of the strongest characters you're gonna be facing most of the time in Bannerlord nowadays, just purely because most of their units always have some form of pretty crazy melee ability. And, well, that's the thing. They don't have any cavalry, of course. They don't have any cavalry. So anytime there is a situation where cavalry is not allowed, for example, sieges or close quarters combat in certain situations, like for example right now, look at what we have to deal with here. Our own cavalry are probably going to get stuck most of the time running around the village and everything, and it's probably not going to be that conducive to any kind of really efficient warfare. But the enemy don't have to worry about that. They don't have to worry about that at all, so it's going to be very, very simple for them. Ooh, nice damage right there. Okay, not too bad. Actually, a pretty decent amount of damage already. And if I can just continue to do some damage here and there. Oh, dearie me. Okay, no, that is bad. That is very bad. Come on now, let's get out of there. Okay. There, we're fine. We're fine. We're fine. We're fine. We're fine. We're fine. Aren't we? Kind of. Kind of. Let's tell our cavalry to charge in right there. Tell our horse archer to charge in as well. This is going to be extremely bad. I have a bad feeling about this. Nice damage, though, on Gafnir himself. Absolutely fantastic. Let's be very careful, though, because I can die instantly. I have very low HP. Really would prefer not to. Thank you very much. We are actually doing loads of damage, though, just purely because the enemy doesn't really have much way of really inflicting anything on us right now. We're seemingly swarming them quite well. Okay, can I do some damage? There we go. A little bit of damage. Let's get out of there. Oh, I could die so easily. It's hilarious. I could die so easily. This is so bad. Okay. Yeah. There we go. Okay, no, we're fine. We're okay. We're okay. Taking a little bit more damage now because I obviously told them to charge in, but that's okay. How did he hit me through that? I had my shield up and everything. I don't know. Sometimes they are just capable of doing the miraculous work of, well, anyone that's really good with a bow, I guess. Yes, Legolas, I guess. Something like that. Okay, here we go, though. I think we're absolutely fine. Yeah. No, we're okay now. Whew, okay. That was maybe a little bit dicey, to be honest. As you can see, we actually ended up losing huge amounts of Battanian Fiat champions, but that's okay, because look at this. We got 30 renown for that, 54 influence, and as a result, the Berthild clan has advanced to tier 4, which is actually very, very good. I like that a great deal. Oh, hello. This is even better for us right now. Okay, this is great. I really wish we had more people that we could... Wow. This guy had such insane units. What? Yeah, I wish we had more people that we could capture here. That would be insanely nice. Okay, first of all, what we're going to do is we're just going to have a look at our wife here. Make sure, yep, there we go. That's a nice upgrade. Let's get her a nice new weapon as well. Nice new gloves. This is slightly better for her right there. A nice new shield. And then let's go over to our other guy. Get him some new stuff as well. There we go. Nice, nice, nice. A little bit of an upgrade there. Nice new upgrade for that. Do I want this? Actually, yes. Yes, this is a lot better than what he was wearing beforehand. The boots, a slight upgrade. Not too bad. Alright, now we'll just take all of it. And then we can move on. And I'm gonna need to recruit some more people. The village was successfully saved with your help. Yes, absolutely fantastic. Very nice. Okay, let's go over to Rovold real fast. Let's try and rest as fast as we possibly can. There we go. Let's recruit some troops so that I can hold more people. And what actually happened just there? Ah, there we go. There we go. Okay, yes. We apparently eliminated the Ostracan rebels, which is, I guess, good. I guess that's pretty nice. And we could otherwise... Ooh, hello. What do we want? Well, we want mounted warrior, I suppose. Okay, so the question is, I've leveled up again. What do we want to go for? I personally wouldn't mind going for... I feel like leadership. You know, I shouldn't do that, though. I should really be doing charm, shouldn't I? Should I do charm? I don't know. Because the thing is, we're eventually going to get to 7, maybe even 8 in social, dependent on whether we want to actually go for everything as a price. Not sure if that's particularly useful right now. But yeah, you know what? Let's do it. Let's do it. And yeah, maybe that's, I don't know. It's a little bit of a troublesome spot that we've gotten ourselves into, isn't it? Yes. Okay, at least our wife has advanced in level as well. And how are we doing in terms of our prisoners? We've got 57. That's kind of unfortunate. Yeah, I guess it's not too bad. I guess it's not too bad. Okay, so what we're going to do is now that we have clan tier 4, we're going to be going over to... Let me actually just see. We've got actually some pretty good workshops going right now. Where do we want to go? Caravan Seth, not actually that useful. You know what? Let's go to Ox Hall. Ox Hall usually has an insane amount of some kind of resource. I'm not entirely sure what it is. So let's just take a quick look. It's usually clay, right? Clay and flax. Clay and flax. And also hardwood to a certain degree as well. So ideally, clay and wood. No. Okay, yeah, we'll go for the pottery. Go for the pottery shop, buy that for 18,000. I guess that's kind of okay. And then there's also a caravan ambush here as well, which is extremely good, as we know. Very, very nice to do that. And we are going to be able to recruit a couple of people here as well. Okay, so just going to let this caravan just kind of chill there for a second. And there are the raiders. And now we can go straight on in, do a nice little auto resolve there. A nice amount of medicine skill being gained. And we can also capture some of these, or capture as many of them as we can, because I would like to sell these, if at all possible. There we go. Nice little notable increase. And we can increase our relationship here as well. I think we'll probably just do that. Yeah, that sounds pretty good. Look at that. Massive amounts of reputation increase from that as well, which is really, really good. Okay, so let's just sell these. If I had a if I had a manual laborer task, then that would obviously be fantastic here, but obviously that's not what we're going to do. I'm going to go over to Abcoma Castle. I'd like to recruit from there if at all I can, and we're getting loads of money every single day right now. And we're going to be making even more inroads as and when we get more experience for our Battanian Fian champions. Obviously, that's going to make a big, big difference to our overall efficiency, but I would like to get more thrown weapon people. Personally feel like we're lacking on that quite a great deal now, which is hilarious considering. Trade agreement with the Sturgians. All right, that's obviously fine. Let's get these guys, and let's go over here, get those as well. And then we should probably see about getting a ship. What do you think? We got 168,000, but the problem is getting a ship in this area is not really going to be that good. Surprisingly enough. I mean, the shipyards don't really have anything amazing. That's the main problem here. Going to be going for Vlandian crossbowmen if I can. Let's recruit 2 of these guys. Okay, so are we at war against the Nord still? Yes, we are. Okay. So what I'm actually going to do is we're going to travel over to Danustica. I know, sounds kind of like a stupid idea, but actually this is where the biggest ships can be found, or at least in and around Empire territory, and I'm kind of thinking, yes, we should probably go over there and make something happen, because otherwise I'm not going to have a ship, and I'm not going to be able to do these wonderful things where we can go and, you know, do some cool stuff. So yeah, definitely going to be useful. Let's go for riding skill right there with her. Let's just make sure I'm not missing out on any opponents. But yeah, obviously there are no opponents to really fight here because the Nords are our enemies at the moment. So yeah, anyway, we can probably just make our way over to Danustica. Actually, you know what? Should I go to Poros instead? Because Poros is also a coastal town. Might have the opportunity to purchase something here. Because any Empire town in and around this area usually has some pretty nice things for sale. Or not. Or not, as you can see right there. Okay, never mind. Won't be able to do anything with that. Bear in mind, I need a large ship. Yes, that's the main problem here, you see. Because if I didn't need a large ship... Ostrakan was taken again? What's actually going on with that? Okay, there seems to be some weird things going on there. But we don't really need to worry about that too much. Thankfully, we can just kind of relax a bit more now. Because... the Battanians do seem to actually be doing a very, very nice job here. They are actually murdering every single thing in sight, which is kind of strange. Usually the Battanians, I mean, as we saw at the very beginning, they were picked on dramatically. And then all of a sudden, something was happening, something pretty crazy was happening, and everyone was just falling before them very, very quickly indeed. Well, the Vlandians mostly, as you've no doubt seen. And now maybe we can actually get something really, really good here. Let's hope that Danustica has something cool. Okay, yeah, so there's the Dromon, as you see. And this is insane because it allows us to have a total capacity of 127. We have 172 right now, so we would have to maybe purchase something else. Okay, I might have to purchase 2 ships. Unfortunately, I don't have enough cash to be able to purchase 2 ships. I can purchase 1 for sure. So I think I will probably be buying the Righteous Fury. There we go. And the question is, I have 127 and I need another 50 basically. So, I have how much cash? I have another 50. Yes, I have another 50,000. So technically I'd be able to buy this if I wanted to. And this is a medium vessel. I'm not a big fan of it. Yeah. Not a terribly big fan of it, especially considering we have a huge amount of, well, gear and stuff. Do we have a cargo capacity increase somewhere here? I mean, generally, I should probably just get this. Ideally, I should just get this, but I don't have enough money for it. So I won't be able to do that. This might actually be kind of nice. 35, that's not enough. That's sad. Yeah, because that's a cargo vessel, and I kind of like cargo vessels most of the time. Okay, I guess we're just going to have to go for this then. Unfortunately. So there you go. That's going to be our thing. And then we're just going to go here. Okay, so how fast are we actually moving right here? Yeah, we're overburdened, so we are moving 0.37 slower, which is kind of annoying, but, you know, can't really do much about that. And we are otherwise going to be getting, barter penalty reduction. Yeah, probably going to be taking that. Thanks very much. And we also have something else for this guy. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with him, but he really needs to spec that last focus point into scouting skill. That really needs to happen. Okay, so let's go for Beast Whisperer, I guess. Yep, that's really, really good. And yeah, we are going to be making our way over into Nord territory. Obviously, this is the entire reason why I got this particular, you know, ship thing going on. Because I want to make sure that we can... we could also go... we could do some battles, actually. We could do some battles against... never mind. We're having a peace agreement. Yes. Okay, well, there's the peace agreement. Well, I guess that doesn't really make much difference to me or us. So all I'm going to do now is I'm just going to try and attack these Corsairs. Obviously, as you could tell, they are much, much faster than us. They will eventually run out of river. There you go. All right. Very nice. And now we can immediately just go into a battle with them. We might even be able to... Yes, nice. Actually, good medicine skill increases, surprisingly enough. And a pretty large amount of loot too, and influence. We didn't get any ships or anything like that, which is kind of sad, but, you know, that's just how it goes. Alright, so actually really cool here. They do allow you to pretty much dock wherever you want, obviously, but they also show you that your sea capacity is exceeded. I actually don't know whether I remember seeing that message. I don't know, maybe I just ignored it. But yeah, we're actually going to be getting another 9,700 here, and what else are we going to be getting? Well, we're probably going to do this. Whip the guy for his negligence. Yes, that's what we're obviously going to do. And we are going to be making our way on to our home territory here. Because, well, I really need to offload a bunch of stuff. So let's just get rid of all of that for another 38,000. Obviously, basically being able to recover our funds is probably one of the most important things we can do right now. And then we could also probably try maybe to recruit a couple more people. Yeah, I guess we could get that guy. Why not? I kind of like that. By the way, we did actually manage to get to a very, very important milestone in the medicine skill tree. I'm going to show you that in just a second because it is extremely, extremely good. And it does allow us to do some pretty crazy cool stuff. So I'm just going to get some beer here for a real quick second because we're otherwise, yeah. Well, people are going to be more happy with some beer available on tap, shall we say. But yeah, Anyway, as you can see, we did actually get to cheat death, which is 225 in medicine skill. This is extremely important for the minus 50% chance to die when you fall unconscious in battle. Obviously, a little bit less important is the cheat death due to old age once. This doesn't really make any difference to us whatsoever because more than likely I'm going to die in some kind of battle. That personally seems to be my fate, I think. I think that's probably going to be my fate, but at the moment, all I really need to do right now is just wait and see what happens, because I don't have any enemies to fight, and well, I could do some tasks and stuff like that. I guess I will. I guess I will go and just do some tasks myself, and well, you don't have to join me for that. Ah, hello. Wait a minute. There is actually a guy right here. I'd like to fight him if at all possible. Thank you very much. Let's do some damage. Thank you very much. There we go. And we can just let him go as well. Very nice charm skill, actually. What's going on with that? We're getting a massive amount of charm skill right there. How much do we get? 5. Wow. All right. Okay, so it looks as though we're at war against the Western Empire again, and as you see here, I'm gonna have to do a little bit of something. Ooh, hello. Okay, you're being a bit sneaky right there, friend. All right, yeah, let's try and see if we can get him into a battle. We're gonna get him into a nice little auto-resolve here. I'm not really gonna be going super harshly against these minor factions. I'm just going to go in. Oh, he died. Okay, he actually died. I did not realize that that was going to happen, obviously, but there, you know, it happens, it happens. Now we are just going to make sure that we can maybe do some damage to some of these. Maybe I have enough speed? I do have enough speed. Okay, surprising. I definitely wasn't thinking that I'd have enough speed, especially considering I was disorganized. So, yeah, that's kind of interesting. All right, well, we'll see what we could do here. This is a flat battlefield, not exactly great, but I guess we'll see what we can do. I'm just going to speed things along a little bit with our super speed mod, of course, and we're just going to see if these guys want to do anything. It doesn't look as though they want to do anything at all, so we will be starting to move forward here. They're right at the top here, which is kind of unfortunate, but I highly doubt we would have been able to beat them to here, because they seemed to spawn just that little bit, maybe a little bit closer than we were, and we were a bit further away. Okay, hello. Maybe we could do some damage. Nope. Okay. Wow, this... What? How did this guy actually do damage and eliminate our people? I have no idea. How did he actually get a kill right there? That's pretty crazy. All right, let's get our forces over here. Can they actually kill that guy? Can they actually kill that guy? It doesn't feel as though they're actually able to. I don't know why. All right, let's just try and see if we can do some damage. Oh, nice hit. That was great. That's exactly what we want to see every time. Can I do a little bit more of that, please? If I can see, because obviously the sun is definitely making things a little bit difficult. Let's move our forces to the top of this hill here. Nice headshot. Nice headshot. Unfortunately, these guys are all recruits. What's actually going on with that? Okay, I didn't even realize. Okay, so we'll go here. Put our infantry out the front here, I guess. I'm actually not entirely sure what the best course of action for this is, to be honest, because at the moment, it's such a weird positioning that the opponent has here. Okay, let's try and do some damage. 39 damage. I'm hopeful for a massive hit on the enemy vassal. Nice. That's 82 damage. I actually thought that would be enough for a kill, but obviously there is that percentage chance that we will save her every single time. So there is that. Let's tell our guys to charge in here. Make sure that they're going to protect as much as possible our archers, because we can level these skirmishers relatively quickly, I believe, so we don't really need to worry too much about that. And, oh yeah, by the way, I actually did change my workshop a little bit. I changed my workshop so that it's no longer a... I think it was... What did I purchase in that other place? I think it was a pottery shop? Yeah. In Ox Hall, we purchased a pottery shop beforehand, and I was like, oh, okay, yeah, pottery shop should be pretty good. It was producing 0. It was producing 0 gold. So I was like, okay, it's producing 0 gold after all this time. That's not really going to be that useful. So I decided I was going to change it to a linen weavery. And I have yet to see whether that's going to do anything, but I'm very much hoping it will. As you can see, massive amounts of casualties right there, but that's okay. We can just let her go, get a little bit more wonderful charm skill there. We can get all of these as well. And as you can see, we are able to convert prisoners at an astonishing rate just because of loyalty and honor, in my opinion. It's really making a huge difference. And look at what we can get. We can get some of these shield companions, hearth guards, various other crazy amounts of really, really good units, actually. And nice. Oh, this is exactly what I'm talking about. This is it. Instead of purchasing a helmet for like 50,000, we've now gotten a helmet for free, which is insanely, insanely good. We also potentially have a really, really nice pair of boots here for our wife. There we go. Do we have anything else here that we can... Yes, nice pair of boots for this guy too. Not bad, not bad. And I think we're fine now. I think we can kind of... Yeah, I think we can kind of continue on, but there we go. We'll just take all of that loot. And we're doing okay in terms of money right now. I mean, it's 60,000. We don't have a huge amount or anything like that, but I think that's kind of decent-ish. We could go for parade right now, or we could go for public speaker. As I've said, public speaker and famous commander, they're kind of the same thing, just public speaker has a little bit less renown gain. But from my perspective, I feel like parade is the way to go here, especially considering if we do create our own faction, which I'm not entirely sure I'm going to even do at this point. I don't know whether that's even going to be something I'd like to do. Maybe we will. But yeah, I think we probably will at some point. But yeah, parade is going to be invaluable at that point. 5% daily chance as well to gain +1 relationship with a random lord in the same army. Unfortunate that we have to be in an army to be able to do that, but I guess that's good enough. Also, breeder, as I said, going around breeding everyone, that's good. That's just great. You know, that's just absolutely wonderful. So we'll definitely do that. And indeed, I am going to be getting some more points in leadership. Yeah, we'll get some more points in leadership, I suppose. There are some perks in leadership that are absolutely amazing. Like, for example, you can get trusted commander and or lead by example. Both of these are amazing for, once again, as you know, recruiting prisoners. Recruiting prisoners is amazing with those. We're going to go for breeder as well here. I'm not sure which one. No, it doesn't seem like that's actually going to make any difference for us, but it doesn't also make any difference for him. So, yeah. We don't really need to worry about that too much. Okay, so let's have a look and see what Finnegan's up to right here. Is he being attacked? Yes, he might be attacked by this guy in just a second. There is a massive Western Empire army currently besieging Lanarkhen Castle, by the way, so we do have to be a little bit aware of that. So if they do start to come in this territory or in this direction, we should probably run in the opposite direction. There we go. Absolutely perfect. Look at that. We actually got Caladog in this particular battle. That means that Torvasus is going to have a very bad day indeed. And as you can see, he literally just ended up getting completely slaughtered. We're going to increase our charm skill a little bit more here. Let's get that veteran Falksman. And indeed, did I actually get any medical skill there? I actually don't know. Did I get any medicine skill whatsoever from that particular fight? I should have. Let me actually just see. Because I don't believe that I did. Did I? No, no, I did. There we go. Yes, we did get three skill points. That's actually pretty nice, considering it was a very, very simple battle as well, which sometimes you kind of want. You want these simple battles. Obviously, the funny thing is, if I were, you know, kind of to go in there and actually do the manual battle and stuff like that, obviously it would take a lot longer, but it would also make it so that our medicine skill might not actually give us as much skill. Okay, we got this guy. What? Did you see that? He went around in circles. That was so funny. All right, I'm not entirely sure what he was doing there, but there you go. We're getting some insane good skill points right here as well. Very, very nice. We can get some Imperial Cataphracts. Loads of people that are going to be converted to our side. And indeed, it's going to happen very, very quickly. Even faster once we get our leadership skill leveled up. So I cannot wait for that. There you go. We've now taken Hertogia Castle as well. Technically, the Battanians obviously took that. And, yeah, we now have Lanarkhen Castle. Obviously, that's been taken too. We don't really need to worry about that either. And all we need to really do is kind of stick around these areas at the moment. And just kind of... Oh, yeah, she was killed. Okay, she was actually killed in battle right there. So that's kind of harsh. But that's okay with me. I mean, I don't mind, you know. It's actually quite funny. I'm going into battles here and literally not even killing these guys. And, yeah, it's just kind of like... I'm just farming them right now. I'm just kind of farming them for a little bit of renown, a little bit of experience for our own forces, and money, of course. It's making a significant difference. And indeed, we are then able to convert our prisoners to our side. So basically the people that we've just defeated, they are now going to be helping us. So I kind of like that. That's really, really nice. And indeed, we are now, have a look. Yes, we're making a little bit of money. We're making a little bit of money. As you can see, it's halted at the moment. Has not been producing due to, rebel activity in the town. Oh, I see. Okay. That's the reason why we're having an issue. Because the settlement is rebelling. So, unfortunately, that might be having a bit of a problem soon. That is, I feel like that just goes to show that I probably should have gone to Caravan Seth or something like that and just done that instead. You know, just got a workshop there, because that, I think, probably would have been a bit more safe, I guess. A little bit safer for us to do that. Even though it is, in my opinion, not the greatest town for certain, I don't know, for certain workshops. Maybe it would have been really good, actually, for us to get something there. But I guess, I don't know. I guess if something does happen and Oxhall does get lost due to a rebellion of some kind, then that's just how it's going to have to be. And we're just going to have to make do with it. We do have our wife here who has a potential thing to take. We'll go for arrow catcher right here. Make sure that she doesn't take as many arrows to the face. That would be nice. And otherwise, I think that's probably going to be it for this episode. And this is what the map is currently looking like right here. Yeah, it's a bit different from what it was beforehand. As you see, the Vlandians have fought back quite dramatically, so much so that they were even able to get Ostracan back under their control. We have the Western Empire still chugging along quite well. The Azarai are now starting to come out of the woodwork. The Vlandians have actually taken Kuyaz too, and then you also have, of course, the Northern Empire now being attacked by the Sturgians, and it seems to me like the Northern Empire are going to be the first people to be eliminated. At least, that's what it looks like right now. I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.